What if you could travel to faraway places where the stars shine bright and secrets lie waiting to be discovered? Well, tonight you're going to join Enoch on just such an adventure. Pause slightly, building anticipation. Close your eyes. Take a deep, peaceful breath. Imagine the world slowly growing quieter as you float higher and higher above the earth. Can you feel it? The gentle breeze of the night air and the cool, soothing calm of the sky all around you. Gentle pause, creating a sense of calm, but also wonder. Above you, the stars shimmer like hidden gems scattered across a velvet blanket. But there's something more, something special hidden among the stars, waiting to be uncovered. Take another deep breath and let your mind wander, because tonight, we're about to unravel some of those mysteries. Meet Enoch. He's a young dreamer with a heart full of wonder, and a mind always searching for the secrets that lie beyond our world. Enoch loves mysteries, especially those hidden in the stars. He's always looking for answers, but not just any answers. The kind that make you smile with excitement and wonder. Enoch has always believed that the stars hold the key to something incredible. But what could it be? He can feel it just beyond reach, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal itself. And tonight, that moment is now. Now, as you relax and let the soft glow of the stars wrap around you, feel Enoch's excitement growing as he prepares for the adventure ahead. What mysteries will he uncover? And where will this journey take him? Excitement and wonder. The excitement is subtle but present, inviting curiosity without overstimulation. Gentle calmness, soft pauses, calming tones, and breathing instructions to make sure the listener stays relaxed. Hints of mystery. A sense of wonder that makes the adventure intriguing but not overwhelming. The night sky opened up before Enoch, like a great door leading to a hidden world. It was vast, stretching out in every direction, filled with stars that twinkled softly, almost as if they were alive. The stars weren't just shining. They were calling him, beckoning him to uncover the stories they held, the mysteries they whispered just beyond reach. A soft breeze swept over him, carrying the sweet scent of the night. But it wasn't just the breeze. It was as though the very air was alive with excitement. The wind was gentle, yet there was a current of energy within it. A quiet electricity hummed through the air, and Enoch could feel it tingle against his skin. It wasn't the kind of energy that made you restless. No, this was a peaceful energy, one that made you feel like something amazing was on the horizon, just waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. He stood there, looking up at the stars, his heart racing, yet strangely calm. There was a serenity in knowing that this moment, right now, was unlike any other. This was his moment, his opportunity to step into the unknown and discover something extraordinary, something more. The soft glow of the stars wrapped around him like a blanket of comfort, but Enoch knew that the stars held more than just light. They were ancient. They were wise. Each one carried a story, a secret, waiting to be uncovered. And tonight, Enoch was going to listen to their whispers. As the soft wind brushed through his hair, he took a slow, steady breath. The air smelled fresh, clean, with a hint of the earth below. But there was something else, something deeper, a sense of possibility. The trees around him swayed gently in the breeze, their leaves rustling as if they too were eager for what was to come. The land beneath him felt soft, almost magical in its stillness. It was as though the earth itself was holding its breath, waiting for Enoch to take the first step into the adventure that awaited him. The silence around him was thick with anticipation, and yet there was a calm that settled deep inside him, the kind of calm that came when you knew something beautiful was about to unfold. Enoch's eyes moved from the stars to the ground beneath his feet. The grass was soft and dewy, the coolness of it grounding him. He could hear the faint rustle of leaves in the distance, but no other sounds reached him. The world was holding still, as if it too was waiting for this night to become something remarkable. He glanced up again, his gaze meeting the heavens. The stars seemed closer now, as if they were reaching down to him. Some were brighter than others, twinkling with a rhythm that was almost like a heartbeat. It was as if they were alive, watching him, waiting for him to take that first step toward discovering what they had to offer. Enoch knew tonight was special. He could feel it deep in his bones, in the very air around him. He could sense that this adventure, this journey, was unlike any other he had experienced before. This wasn't just a dream. It was real. The stars were calling him to a place he had never been, to discover wonders that had remained hidden for centuries. The possibilities stretched out before him, vast and endless, like the very night sky. As he took a step forward, his footfall was soft, muffled by the earth beneath him. It was as if the ground itself was holding him up, urging him onward. The air around him shimmered, and he felt a wave of warmth rise within him, as though the stars themselves were gently guiding his path. The journey had begun. He was stepping into the unknown, but he felt no fear. There was no reason to be afraid. Not when the stars were his guide, not when the earth beneath his feet seemed to welcome him. There was no doubt in his heart. This was the adventure he had always dreamed of. With every step, the world around him seemed to change. The air grew warmer, but it was a comfortable warmth. The sky above seemed to brighten, and the stars appeared to grow closer, as though they were now within reach. The trees whispered their secrets as the wind carried their stories through the night. Enoch smiled softly. He could feel it. The adventure was unfolding before him, and there was no turning back. But even with all the excitement building within him, there was still a sense of calm. It wasn't a frantic kind of energy. Number. It was the kind of energy that made you pause and appreciate the beauty of the moment. The stars, the breeze, the earth beneath his feet. They were all part of this magical moment. A moment where anything was possible. He took another deep breath, the air filling his lungs, and let it out slowly. Everything around him seemed to soften, to settle into place. The world was quiet, yet alive with possibility. The adventure was only just beginning, and Enoch was ready for whatever it would bring. This version strikes a balance between the excitement of the adventure ahead and the peaceful, inviting atmosphere of the setting. It provides both a sense of wonder and calm, preparing the listener for the journey while maintaining a relaxing tone. Let me know how this works for you, or if you'd like any further adjustments. Enoch took a deep breath, feeling the cool night air fill his lungs as he stepped forward, leaving the earth behind. The ground beneath him seemed to dissolve, as if the very earth itself was pulling away to reveal a new world. Slowly, like a dream unfolding before him, he felt his body lift, light as a feather, and he was floating among the stars. His heart raced with excitement, yet there was an undeniable sense of peace, a calm that wrapped itself around him like a gentle embrace. The stars above shimmered in the distance, their light soft but inviting. They were not merely distant lights in the sky. They were alive, beckoning him closer. Each one seemed to pulse with a rhythm of its own, as if they were calling to him, whispering secrets just beyond his reach. Enoch could almost hear their soft voices, like a melody only the dreamers could hear. The air was crisp, and the sky was vast, stretching out in every direction, filled with endless possibilities. He moved upward, his body effortlessly carried by a soft, invisible current. The stars were closer now, their light brighter, almost as though they were guiding him. He looked around, his eyes wide with wonder. This was no ordinary adventure. This was something truly magical. Each star, each cloud he passed by, seemed to have its own story, its own mystery waiting to be uncovered. As he floated further into the sky, Enoch could feel the coolness of the night deepening around him. There was a gentle hum in the air, a soft vibration, as though the very universe was alive and waiting to reveal its secrets. He glanced down and saw the earth below, a small, peaceful orb, so far removed from where he was now. But even as he gazed down at the familiar world, he knew this was no longer home. He was in a place that was beyond understanding, beyond time, a place where dreams and reality blended together. For a moment, the world seemed to pause. The soft glow of the stars illuminated everything in sight, casting an ethereal light across the vastness of space. It was beautiful, peaceful, and yet there was something more, something just out of reach. Enoch could feel it in his chest, a quiet stirring, like a whisper from the stars themselves. What was this place, and what was waiting for him here? Suddenly, a soft breeze stirred the air around him, causing the stars to flicker and shift as if they were alive, dancing playfully in the night sky. Enoch's heart skipped a beat. Was this a sign? He couldn't tell, but it felt like something magical was about to unfold. His eyes scanned the stars, searching for the source of the strange energy. The wind, so soft and gentle, carried with it the scent of far-off places he had never been, yet somehow new in his soul. Enoch floated, his body weightless, as the breeze carried him further into the night. The stars continued to shimmer, their glow soft and inviting, but now there was something different about them. They weren't just distant lights. They were a part of him, part of the journey he was embarking on. As he drifted, he could feel the stars drawing him in, closer and closer, each step he took in the sky bringing him nearer to something unknown. The breeze grew a little stronger now, but instead of feeling unsettling, it was soothing. The wind brushed past him like a gentle hand, guiding him forward, urging him to explore. Enoch's excitement grew, but so did his sense of peace. There was no fear here, no uncertainty, only an overwhelming feeling of calm curiosity. Whatever lay ahead, he was ready. As he floated through the sky, Enoch noticed that the stars seemed to form patterns, lines, shapes, symbols, something that seemed to make sense, though he couldn't quite understand it. They were telling a story, he realized, one that he was meant to follow. Each step he took, each shift in the breeze, brought him closer to the heart of the mystery, but also closer to a deep peace that seemed to grow with every passing moment. The stars shimmered brighter, their glow intensifying. It was as if they were aware of his presence, waiting for him to take the next step. The path ahead was clear, even though he could not see it fully. He felt as if he was part of something far larger than himself, something timeless, something eternal. And yet, within that vastness, there was a sense of belonging, like he had always been meant to be here, to follow this path, to uncover these secrets. The adventure had truly begun. This chapter balances the calming, peaceful elements with subtle excitement and intrigue. As Enoch floats through the sky, the journey begins with a sense of wonder and possibility. The stars, the breeze, and the mysterious light all draw him forward, maintaining an atmosphere of gentle curiosity and discovery. The language creates a sense of peaceful excitement, guiding the listener through the adventure while keeping the tone soothing and magical. As Enoch stepped through the glowing archway, the world around him shifted. The soft, familiar hum of the universe faded, replaced by a new sound, one that was gentle but rich with mystery. It was a melody, distant but clear, like the wind singing through the trees or the sound of water flowing through a quiet stream. The melody wrapped around him, soft and soothing, but also full of purpose, as if guiding him further into the unknown. The air grew warmer, but not uncomfortably so. It was as if the very atmosphere around him had changed, welcoming him into this new realm. The stars no longer hung above him in the distance. They were now all around him, swirling in a dance of light and color. They were closer now, almost within reach, their glow softer and more vibrant at the same time. Some stars seemed to pulse gently, while others left trails of shimmering stardust in their wake. Enoch paused for a moment, letting the beauty of it all sink in. He felt as though he were walking in a dream, yet every step felt grounded in reality. The sky around him had transformed into something entirely new. No longer just a backdrop, It was alive. A vast, infinite space filled with vibrant colors and shimmering lights. It felt like a living canvas, ever-changing, yet somehow perfectly in harmony with the journey he was on. With each step he took, the stars seemed to rearrange themselves, creating patterns that spoke of distant places, of things he could not yet understand. The air was thick with possibilities, and Enoch could feel the weight of it all, but not in a way that was heavy. Instead, it felt like a soft pressure, like the promise of discovery. He moved forward, drawn deeper into this celestial world. His heart fluttered with excitement, but there was no fear, only an overwhelming sense of wonder and peace. Every corner of the sky was full of something new. Constellations that didn't exist in the Earth's sky, glowing nebulae that shimmered in every shade of purple and blue, and swirls of light that seemed to beckon him closer. Then, ahead of him, a soft glow appeared. At first, it was faint, like the light of a distant star, but as Enoch drew closer, it grew brighter, pulsing with a rhythm that seemed to echo in his chest. The light surrounded him now, filling the air with warmth and energy. It wasn't just light, it was alive, filled with movement and purpose. Enoch reached out a hand, feeling the warmth of the light brush against his skin. It felt soft, like the touch of a loved one, but there was something more to it. There was a deep wisdom in the glow, a knowledge that could not be put into words. It wasn't just an object or a force. It was a presence, one that seemed to understand him, to welcome him. As he moved closer, the light expanded, revealing what it had been hiding. Before him stood a figure, tall and radiant, made entirely of starlight. The figure was not solid, but ethereal, like a silhouette made of glowing dust, shifting with the light. Its form was graceful and serene, and yet there was an undeniable strength in its presence. It stood tall, its face soft and glowing, but there was a wisdom in its eyes that seemed to see through time itself. Enoch felt a rush of wonder, his breath catching in his throat. Who was this figure? Was it another star or something more? As he gazed at it, he felt an overwhelming urge to speak, to ask questions. But no words came. It didn't seem to matter. The figure didn't need to speak either. It simply extended a hand toward him, as if inviting him to come closer, to step into the unknown. Enoch's heart pounded in his chest as he took a step forward, his hand instinctively reaching toward the figure. The closer he got, the more the light seemed to surround him, wrapping around him like a protective shield. He could feel the warmth of the figure's presence, a comfort that soothed his racing thoughts. It was as if this being was here to guide him, to show him the way. As Enoch took another step, the world around him seemed to shift again. The stars above began to glow brighter, and the air shimmered with energy. The figure's hand reached out, and as their fingers touched, Enoch felt a sudden surge of light rushing through his body. It was not painful, but intense, an exhilarating feeling, as if he were being filled with a great, unfathomable energy. The stars, the light, the universe itself seemed to align in that single moment. Then, just as suddenly as it began, the light subsided, leaving behind a sense of calm and clarity. The figure withdrew its hand, and Enoch felt a new understanding settle deep within him. It was as if the mysteries of the universe had been unlocked, and he could see, if only for a moment, a glimpse of the vastness and beauty that lay ahead. The figure smiled, its features soft and knowing. Enoch didn't need words to understand. It was time to continue. This was just the beginning, and there was so much more to discover. The journey was far from over. With one final, knowing look, the figure turned and began to walk away, its body shimmering with starlight. Enoch stood still for a moment, watching the figure disappear into the distance. He felt a deep sense of peace, but also a stirring excitement deep inside him. He was ready. Whatever lay ahead, he would face it with courage and wonder. The stars were waiting, and so was his adventure. He took a deep breath, feeling the energy of the stars fill him once more. With his heart full of purpose, Enoch set off toward the unknown. The universe stretched out before him, endless and full of mystery, and he was determined to uncover its secrets. As he walked forward, the stars seemed to shift, moving in harmony with him, as if guiding his every step. The journey had only just begun, and already Enoch knew that it would be the greatest adventure of his life. Enoch's journey had led him far, deeper into the heart of the sky, where the stars twinkled with a brilliance he had never known before. The soft hum of the universe, which had accompanied him throughout his adventure, seemed to grow louder now, vibrating in the air around him. The stars, like old friends, had watched over him as he explored, but now, something was different. Something was changing. As he wandered deeper into the celestial landscape, Enoch found himself at the edge of a vast, glowing meadow. The ground beneath him was soft, like clouds, but shimmering with the light of countless stars. It was as though the very earth had absorbed the glow of the sky, turning it into a tranquil haven. The air was filled with the sweet scent of distant flowers, though no flowers could be seen. It was the kind of place where magic felt tangible, where every step seemed to lead to something new and wondrous. And then it happened. Enoch stopped in his tracks, his heart racing with excitement. The stars overhead began to flicker and shift, moving in a synchronized dance. At first, it was subtle, a few stars winking in and out of sight, as if teasing him with their mystery. But soon, they began to form a pattern. Slowly, they came together, each one glowing brighter than before. The lights pulsed gently, like a heartbeat, and Enoch felt a deep, thrilling sense of wonder. Was this a message? Was it meant for him? The stars blinked rapidly now, faster and faster, until they shimmered so brightly that they seemed to fill the entire sky. Enoch's eyes widened as he looked up. The once scattered lights had come together, forming intricate shapes. Constellations he didn't recognize, patterns of light that seemed to swirl and spin. There was a rhythm to their movements, an unspoken melody that filled the air. It was as if the stars were speaking to him, telling him something ancient and important. Enoch felt a wave of awe wash over him. This wasn't just a dream. He was wide awake, standing in the heart of the universe, and the stars were communicating with him. The excitement bubbled inside him, but it wasn't overwhelming. It was a comforting, uplifting sensation. He wasn't alone. The universe was reaching out to him, offering its secrets, and he was ready to listen. The stars above him blinked faster now, their light more brilliant than ever. Each flicker seemed to carry a message, each pulse a word of ancient wisdom. Enoch took a deep breath, letting the beauty of it all fill him up. He could feel the knowledge the stars held, like a quiet river flowing through him, filling him with a deep sense of peace. He didn't need to understand everything right now. He only needed to be present in the moment, to feel the connection. And then, as if responding to his unspoken thoughts, the stars began to glow with an even greater intensity. The bright light swirled around him in a graceful spiral, forming a pattern that was unmistakably familiar. It was a symbol, a shape he knew, even though he had never seen it before. The image seemed to shimmer in the air, glowing softly with a light that felt warm and comforting. It was a symbol of hope, a reminder that the universe was vast, but not endless. It was full of purpose, of direction, and Enoch could feel that purpose within him now. The stars whispered their secrets to him, softly at first, as if testing whether he was ready to understand. But soon, the whispers became clearer, filling the air with an ancient knowledge that reached deep into his soul. It was as though the stars were sharing their stories, stories of distant galaxies, of times long past, of journeys that spanned the vastness of the universe. And as the stars shared these stories with him, Enoch felt a sense of connection to something far greater than himself. He was part of something vast, something eternal. The universe was not just a collection of stars and planets. It was alive, full of stories and wisdom, and he had been chosen to learn from it. The symbols in the sky shifted, spinning faster, swirling with a brilliance that made Enoch's heart soar. It wasn't overwhelming though. It was beautiful, like a painting coming to life, and he could feel the gentle embrace of the stars guiding him through the spectacle. The message was clear. He was not just a dreamer in the sky, he was a part of it all. He had always been a part of it, and now he was ready to embrace that connection fully. The stars blinked softly, their dance slowing down as the great spiral of light began to settle. Enoch's heart slowed to match the rhythm of the stars, his mind at peace. The message had been delivered, not in words, but in the light and warmth of the stars themselves. He didn't need to understand every detail. The wisdom had been shared in a way that was gentle and comforting, like the embrace of a familiar friend. With one final pulse of light, the stars settled into their usual positions, twinkling softly against the dark sky. The message was complete, and the stars had returned to their quiet, steady glow. But the air felt different now, charged with energy, filled with a sense of wonder that lingered like a sweet memory. Enoch could feel it deep within him, a quiet joy that didn't need to be expressed in words. He had received the stars' gift, and now he understood. He was a part of the stars, just as they were a part of him. Enoch smiled, his heart full. The adventure wasn't over, but something had changed. The stars had shared their ancient wisdom, and in doing so, they had filled him with a new sense of purpose and peace. He was ready for whatever came next, knowing that he was never truly alone. The universe was vast, but it was also kind, and it had a way of guiding him when he needed it most. As Enoch took one last look at the stars, a soft breeze blew through the meadow, rustling the air around him. He could hear the stars whispering their secrets one final time, as if sending him on his way with a blessing. With a heart full of gratitude and wonder, Enoch began his journey once more, knowing that no matter where it led, he would always have the stars to guide him. And with that, the adventure continued, as bright and beautiful as the stars themselves. As Enoch floated gently through the vastness of the sky, his heart still thrumming with the energy of the starry encounter, the universe around him seemed to breathe in sync with him. The wind, soft and cool, brushed against his face, whispering secrets of the distant realms he had just touched. There was a deep peace in the air now, as if everything was exactly as it should be. The stars, having shared their ancient knowledge with him, now watched over him with a quiet, knowing glow. Enoch felt a quiet sense of fulfillment, like a puzzle piece had finally clicked into place. He had uncovered something beyond the stars. He had discovered a deeper connection to the world around him, one that was present in every twinkle in the sky, in every soft gust of wind. It was the kind of knowledge that didn't need words to be understood, a truth felt deep in the heart. He closed his eyes for a moment, allowing the coolness of the night air to wash over him. The serenity of the moment wrapped around him like a warm blanket. He was safe, he was whole, and he was not alone. The universe, vast, mysterious, and beautiful, had spoken to him in a way that could never be put into words. But he understood. He understood that everything was connected. The stars were not just distant lights. They were part of him, and he part of them. And now he had the privilege of carrying that understanding with him wherever he went. As he opened his eyes, Enoch saw the vast expanse of the sky stretched before him, the soft glow of countless stars twinkling like distant gems in the dark velvet of night. Each star seemed to pulse with life, their quiet light a beacon for those willing to listen. He could still feel their energy surrounding him, guiding him. And it was then that he realized, this journey wasn't about discovering something new. It was about remembering what had always been there, hidden in plain sight, waiting for him to notice. He smiled to himself, his heart full, as he continued to float across the endless sky. Each new step felt like an exploration of the self as if the journey was as much about understanding his own place in the world as it was about uncovering the secrets of the universe. The stars had given him a gift of connection, and with that gift, he knew that he was ready for whatever came next. And so, as the night stretched on, Enoch drifted through the sky, no longer in search of answers, but simply in awe of the vast beauty of the universe. He no longer needed to understand every mystery. He only needed to feel the joy of being part of something so grand, so infinite. The stars, with all their secrets and wisdom, had shown him that the most important thing wasn't the answers he uncovered. It was the journey itself. In the quiet, calming stillness of the sky, Enoch found a deep peace. The adventure had been thrilling, exciting, and full of wonder, but it had also been a journey of reflection and understanding. It was a reminder that sometimes the most profound discoveries weren't about solving mysteries, but about embracing the mystery itself. As he floated onward, Enoch couldn't help but feel grateful. He had shared in something extraordinary, and that shared experience would stay with him, guiding him always. The stars would continue to shine brightly above, reminding him of the adventure he had experienced and the magic that existed in even the quietest of moments. The universe, with all its vastness and beauty, was a place of endless possibilities, and as Enoch drifted through the night sky, he felt ready for whatever wonders the future would hold. For in the stars, he had found a light that would guide him forever, through every adventure, every mystery, and every quiet, peaceful moment to come.